Our fourth and final winner of our Personality Plus book for parents through our pottytrain.tv episode is Carla Smith with Riley and Andrew. And basically, from what Carla was saying, that she was a little bit uncertain as to what Andrew's particular personality was. Certainly she understood that Riley was the perfect melancholy, but by the sounds of it, that I'd say Andrew, from the description you gave me, would possibly be the peaceful phlegmatic. The main thing that I would identify that is the fact that you've mentioned he's a happy child, but quite stubborn. And that highlights a peaceful phlegmatic. And this is where, I guess, this is where often the challenge happens with that particular personality. You've mentioned, I have a feeling I'm going to have a harder time toilet training my second child due to this personality. And you're probably right on the mark there, Carla, because if he is the peaceful phlegmatic, I consider this personality the hardest to toilet train. Simply because they simply don't care if they're wet or dirty. They're generally the easiest child to raise because they're so compliant. They're the, she'll be right mate type personality. So they often go along with the flow, and they simply are quite happy with the status quo. It's when they then start to, when they don't want to do something in particular, that's where the challenge lies, because they're very, very stubborn. They dig their heels in and you cannot budge them. So this is where this particular personality type, they're quite lazy in what they do. So subsequently they'll take the easy road wherever possible. So something like toilet training, if it involves anything that requires hard work, they're comparing going in the nappy versus going to the toilet. The nappy is going to be far easier for them, and that's the road that they will choose. So in order to work with this particular personality, very much you need to provide extra motivation in order to get them to go. The fact that they don't care if they're wet or dirty is really quite difficult to work with. So versus the child that can't stand being wet or dirty, that they'll want to move away from that situation. But the child that's happy to sit in their wheeze and poos, like I said, it then makes it difficult to break that bad habit. The key with this particular personality is to start early. That will help you avoid the bad habit being formed over a longer period of time. But with regards to working with them, like I said, you need to provide extra motivation in order to get them to go, because wheeze and poos will simply not be enough for them. It's not interesting enough. The challenge lies in the fact also that this personality loses attention quite quickly, because they become uninterested. What motivated them one day may not necessarily motivate them the next. So you have to be quite creative with regards to your motivation and helping them be interested enough to go. This is the child that often you have to tell them what to do rather than waiting for them to tell you, because like I said, they very much will choose the easy road. And often with this personality type, I say to parents, helping them toilet train is often better to help them move away from a pain barrier rather than reaching out for the carrot. So to explain, helping them clean, telling them that basically if they have an accident, they have to clean up their own mess, obviously within hygiene and their age appropriateness, but turning an accident into hard work, they'll soon decide, hang on, going to the toilet's going to be a lot easier. So they'll choose that road instead. So this is how you tend to work with that particular personality. Our system, our Go Potty Pack Dumpy in the gang, is almost essential for them to keep maintaining that motivation and helping them want to go to the toilet. And that's why using our prize box system, a surprise every time, it helps them not lose that motivation. So you need to persist with this particular personality. Like I said, you've got to give them a reason to go outside of wheeze and poos and almost take their hand and lead them.